Geoffrey's bad enough, but I'm glad I wasn't married to Jesus. The lesson this morning was the business in the Garden of Gethsemane, when Jesus prays and the disciples keep falling asleep. He wakes them up and says, "Could you not watch with me 1 hour?" It's my mother. I overslept this morning, flung on a cardigan and got there just as everybody was standing up. It was Holy Communion, so the militants were out in force, the sub-zero temperature in the side chapel doubtless adding to the attraction. Geoffrey kicks off by apologising for his failure to defrost the church. Subdued merriment. Mr. Medlicott has shingles, Geoffrey explains, and as is well known, has consistently refused to initiate us lesser mortals in the mysteries of the boiler. Oh, helpless laughter. Mrs. Belcher read the lesson. Mr. Belcher took the plate round. "Big day for you," I said to them afterwards. The sermon was about sex. I didn't actually nod off, although I've heard it before. Marriage gives the okay to sex is the gist of it, but while it is far from being the be-all and end-all, you can say that again, sex is nevertheless the supreme joy of the married state and a symbol of the relationship between us and God. So, Geoffrey concludes, when we put our money in the plate, it is a symbol of everything in our lives we are offering to God, including our sex. I could only find 10p. Thinking about the sermon during the hymn, I felt a pang of sympathy for the deity gifted with all this sex. No fun being made a present of the rare and desiccated conjunctions that take place between Geoffrey and me. Amazing scenes at the church door. Geoffrey had announced that after Easter the bishop would be paying us a visit, so the fan club were running around in small circles, Miss Frobisher even going as far as to squeeze my elbow. Meanwhile, Geoffrey stands there with the wind billowing his surplice and ruffling his hair, what who's who in the Diocese of Ripon calls his schoolboy good looks. I helped put away the books, while he did his "underneath this cassock I am but a man like any other" act. "Oh, such a live wire," said Mrs. Belcher, "really putting this parish on the map." "Oh, that's right," burbles Mrs. Shrubsole, looking at me. "We really must cherish him." We came back and I cherished him with some chicken wings in a tuna fish sauce. He said, "That went down well." I said, "Oh, the chicken wings?" He said, "No, my sermon. I felt it hit the nail on the head." He put his hand over mine, hoping, I suppose, that having hit one nail, he might hit another. But I said I had to go round with a parish magazine. "Good girl," he said.